Camels and Three Sons. Long ago, there lived an old man with his 3 sons in a deserted village, located in the vicinity of a desert. He had 17 camels, and they were the main source of his income. He used to rent out camels as a means of shipping in the desert. One day, he passed away. He had left a will, leaving his assets for his 3 sons. After the funeral and the other obligations were over, the 3 sons read the will. While their father had divided all the property he had into 3 equal parts, he had divided the 17 camels in a different way. They were not shared equally among the three, as 17 is an odd number and a prime number, which cannot be divided. The old man had stated that the eldest son will own half of the 17 camels, the middle one will get 1/3 of the 17 camels.
A merchant and his donkey. One beautiful spring morning, a merchant loaded his donkey with bags of salt to go to the market in order to sell the salt. The merchant and his donkey were walking along together. They had not walked far when they reached a river on the way. Unfortunately, the donkey slipped and fell into the river. As it scrambled up the bank of the river, it noticed that the bags of salt loaded on his back had become lighter. There was nothing the merchant could do except return home, where he loaded his donkey with more bags of salt. As they reached the slippery river bank again, the donkey fell into the river, this time deliberately. Thus the salt was wasted again. By now the merchant knew the donkey's trick. He wanted to teach the animal a lesson as he returned home. Change yourself and not the world. Long ago, people lived happily under the rule of a king. The people of the kingdom were very happy as they led a very prosperous life with an abundance of wealth and no misfortunes. Once the king decided to go visiting places of historical importance and pilgrim centers at distant places. He decided to travel by foot to interact with his people. People of distant places were very happy to have a conversation with their king. They were proud that their king had a kind heart. After several weeks of travel, the king returned to the palace. He was quite happy that he had visited many pilgrim centers and witnessed his people leading a prosperous life. However, he had one regret. He had intolerable pain in his feet as it was his first trip by foot covering.